Today's 951st day to computer lessons to learn. I'm learning how this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today's day speak about really how to perform in your life when you are emotional low. How to perform in life when you're emotional low. Because of course, life is a seasons. Life is a seasons when you feel great, when you feel amazing, when you feel that you're able to really destroy all the mountains. But sometimes maybe you'll have some seasons in life that maybe you feel a little bit lower. Maybe you feel that you are not capable of doing anything. And how to perform during those seasons that you do not have the confidence, when you do not have everything in place. Because life is ups and downs. Sometimes, of course, when you think about it, it could be up and a little bit down, up and down. The direction is still up, but you still have up and down. I think that when we're able to understand that you have ups and downs, you're able to prepare for those downs. How do you perform when you are going downhill? How are you really making sure that you don't go downhill all the way to the bottom? That you're able to really catch yourself as soon as possible and really change direction towards that upwards direction again. It is impossible to go all the way to uphill. Sometimes it will be always like downhill, because when you reach the mountaintop, you're not able to jump from mountaintop to mountaintop. A lot of times it's just going down before you're going up again to the next bigger, better mountain. Because you need to reflect, you need to do so many things. So what do you do? How you perform during low days? And today we'll discuss the things that we need to really do to really make sure that we're able to really go downhill as soon as possible to get all the reflections what you need and to go to a new mountain as soon as possible. So number one is seek some kind of support, seek some kind of advice, seek some kind of help, professional help. That could be friends, that could be family members, that could be mentors. The best way is to do coaches, mentors who have been in where you are right now. Because of course, when we ask, like, how did you do that? How you overcome this one? How you really handle this part of your life? How you handle this and this and this and this? Because people who are achieved success, those are the people that are supposed to ask for guidance, ask for expert advice in our path. Because now a lot of times we feel that we are alone in this journey. We are alone in this kind of trouble. We feel that there is no one else have been in this position that we are right now. But that's not true. Most time there is someone else been in a very, very similar situation, if not exact situation, and we're able to ask for support, ask for guidance, ask for help, for people who really help us to really remove and shorten that place where we are that emotional weak. Number two is practice self-care. Because a lot of times we forget about ourselves during low days because we do not want to do anything. That's why it's emotional weak. That's why I'm a mental weak. We are on a weak point. It's very easy to say no. Quit on ourselves. Quit on our self-care. Quit on taking care of our nutrition, our physical health during the low points. And I think that we always have that mindset, when I feel low, that will be the most important day to really take care of myself. When I feel low, that's the most important day to take care of myself. When I feel great, it's important to take care of ourselves. But when we feel low, it's even more important to take care of ourselves. So that it means that I don't feel like going to a gym today. I don't feel like it. But that's the most important day to do it. That's the most important day. So when we have the mindset, when you do not want to do something, and that's the most important day to do it, that of course you start doing things that you do not want to do. Because the most beautiful things in life comes when you do things that you don't want to do. A lot of times we don't want to do a lot of things. But when you're able to see that the beautiful things come from things, when you do things that you don't want to do. Because there's a difference between what you need to do and what you want to do. And ask, what do I need to do right now to put myself in the best possible way to succeed? Number three is stay connected. I think this is, again, the worst thing that people could do is to isolate themselves. But majority of the time, that's exactly what we want to do. We want to isolate ourselves, figure out things, reflect. But during those emotional weak times, we need to connect. We need to really find people that be able to really find common ground and really learn how to really be positive, because the positivity rubs off. And of course, negativity corrupts us as well. But we need to surround ourselves with a community of people who always are positive and rub off the positivity rather than isolate ourselves and keep disconnect ourselves from people. Number 4 is set small goals. It's probably one of the main things that what people are supposed to do during low days because we don't have energy. But when you set small goals, like maybe sometimes even hour goals, and then achieve that 1 hour and achieve that something in that 1 hour. What happens when you achieve something? You get a lot of energy, you get excitement. And now, because you achieve some 1 hour goal, now we can, I will set 2 hour goal, maybe 3 hour goal, maybe 5 hour goal, maybe a day goal, maybe a week goal that be able to expand, but we need to start as small as possible, just to make sure that you're able to achieve the goal. Maybe now we'll need to make like 5 minute goal. Next 5 minutes, I will be studying. Because when you are in an emotional low, it might be that 1 hour of studying will be too much. You'll get distracted and will feel disappointed of yourself. But now 5 minutes of studying without interruption, that will be a great small goal to start. Because everyone starts somewhere. It doesn't matter how small you start, what matters is how big you finish. That means that small goal, even the 5 minutes, will do the thing. Number 5 is focus on the present. That is, again, be mindful and be present. And this is the most important moment. This is the most important moment. Today or right now, I don't have any problems. There's nothing happening right now. And being able to be fully present probably is one of the best things ever, because when you're able to be present, you're able to really rest. You're able to really rest your mind because your body could potentially live in anxiety, live in stress, shame, guilt, a lot of bad emotions, but you're able to be fully present. In emotion, there is no guilt, no shame, no anxiety, no stress. And you're able to really rest from all those negative emotions. And when you're able to rest from those, you're able to be more present. That means that your cognitive powers increases, and you're able to start thinking through and have ability to solve problems even better than before. Number 6, express your feelings. I think that a lot of times we do not accept our feelings, we deny those feelings, and then they bottle in our bodies. We need to express those feelings, because when you're able to express the feelings, that means that you're able to release those feelings. If you're not able to express those feelings yet, that means that you still bottle those feelings in your heart, in your body, and it is not healthy for you and for your family and for the people around you. So learning how to express and release those emotions is one of the best ways to really heal from emotional weakness. Because a lot of times we feel emotionally weak because we try to keep some kind of emotions that is not helping us. And we need to change those emotional weak emotions to emotional strong emotions. That means that all those gratitude, appreciation, and all those beautiful emotions that you want to bliss, joy, there's so many great emotions, and we need to first release those negative emotions by expressing them. Number 7 is limit stressors. So it might be that in your life there is some kind of stress that always come. So maybe you're able to reduce those stressors. Maybe you're able to say, I'm creating my own boundaries. I don't want that stress anymore. I don't want that anxiety anymore. I don't want that shame, guilt. And you don't do the things that really create that stress. Maybe you're not able to do, but maybe how to counter that. Maybe I'll be able to do more of things that I enjoy. Maybe there are more things I'm able to be more blissful. Maybe I'm able to change my perspective. What I'm able to do to really reduce those stressors. Number 8 is engage in activities. That means that there are some things that makes you happy. There are some things that makes you energized. Some things that makes me joyful, fulfilled. That means that we need to, those emotional weak moments in our lives, we need to do those activities that really makes us joyful even more. Because we need to make sure that we increase our energy. That is probably one of the most important key parts. When we are emotional weak, we need to increase our energy. So we ask, what kind of activities in our life is increasing my energy? Of achieving some kind of results, so small goals, and what kind of things do you love doing? Because increasing energy is one of the most important things when you're emotionally, because with that energy, you're able to really take even more action, get some kind of more results, and of course, getting out of that weakness as soon as possible. Number 9 is practice gratitude. This is probably one of the most important as well, because you're not able to have negative and positive emotion at the same time. You're able to have negative and positive emotion at the same time. You're able to switch back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You're able to do that. But you're able to have negative and positive at the same time. So being able to really grateful and be appreciative and really say 1,000 things what you are grateful for, thankful for, is very beautiful. Because what you appreciate. If you appreciate your joy, if you appreciate your bliss, if you appreciate your health, you'll have better and more of it. So gratitude is one of the most powerful things. Now, some people try gratitude for a day, for 2, maybe 3, and they quit on that. Because gratitude is that rewrite your programming. You rewrite. And if you used to write that program for 10 years, decades, that means that it will be required maybe a week, maybe a month, maybe even a couple months until you're able to rewrite your thinking. When you're able to start thinking positive and you start to think gratefulness, not negative emotions. It's very, very, very important when you're on the low that we rewrite our scripting and we rewrite with positive thinking and positive gratitude. And number 10, last one, is be patient with yourself. Have compassion to yourself. Because a lot of times we give compassion to others. When a best friend is going through stuff, we will be able to be there for them. But sometimes we forget to be for ourselves. And our friends need us. Our friends, our family need us. Our friends and family needs ours in the best. So if we want to give ourselves in the best way to others, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to be selfless to take care of ourselves. Because other people care about us a lot. And being able to take care of ourselves is one of the selfless things that we can do for others. Because when we take care of ourselves, other people don't need to take care of us. We're able to take care of others. And it's very, very powerful, and it's very, very important to give compassion to yourself. Because when you love yourself, you don't hate yourself. Because it's very hard to give and add value to things that you hate. And if you hate yourself, it's very hard to add value. So we need to love ourselves to add value to ourselves. And when you do those things, of course, it's much easier to overcome those emotional weak points in our lives, because there will be some emotional weak points. But when you really start focusing, okay, what I'm able to do right now, small things, foundational things, to elevate our game, to make sure that we live a beautiful, beautiful life and really change direction from the downwards to upwards. So I hope that you reflect as well. What do you do when you feel emotionally low? What do you do when you are going downwards? Because we need to really understand that, okay, I'm going downwards. What I'm able to do to really change the direction as soon as possible, change that cycle that leads me downwards, to change the cycle that leads and makes me going upwards. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.